going on to item number 3, public comments on items not on the agenda. City Clerk.
Public comment, items not on the agenda. Individuals allowed 3 minutes, groups in attendance 5 minutes. It is the council's policy to refer matters related to this forum to staff for investigation and/or action where appropriate. The Brown Act prohibits the council from discussing or acting upon any matter not agendized pursuant to state law. The first person we have under public comment is Jim Evangelist.
Mr. Evangelist.
Good evening, Mayor and Council members. My name is Jim Evangelist, 105 DeSoto Way. I'm here to comment on a comment that Council Member Mason made at the end of the last council meeting regarding campaign contribution limits. I think that this is something that I'm hoping that the council will really look into, developing an ordinance to be implemented before this coming election. There's many local neighbor cities that already implemented these kind of things, Half Moon Bay, Belmont, Burlingame, Oakland, Berkeley, San Mateo, I believe, as well. I think this is a time for it to happen here in San Bruno. I think it's necessary. It'll help keep a competitive ability for people to run for office here in San Bruno. We saw in the last election that there was unprecedented influx of money into the campaign. I think that that was a warning sign that if we don't do something about it, that it's going to escalate, and it will be very expensive for any resident in San Bruno to want to attain the positions you people have already attained. So I'm urging the council to please look into it, have staff look into it. You can organize an ordinance before the next election, and it would be very beneficial to the city as a whole. Thanks.
Thank you, Jimmy. Next, please.
Next speaker is John Berlaire.
I'm going to talk about the safety or lack of safety at the intersection over here. I got something in the mail from the city attorney saying that we don't have your request on file. Under public information, I asked for comparing costs between the paint job that you gave us and what I asked for, which were speed bumps, signs depicting this as a senior citizen center, and lights in the roadway. I thought we were on the same page, that we wanted safety for the senior citizens here. Toward that effort, I'm going to give you an address. It's Interstate Traffic Control Devices. It's 1700 Industrial Road, San Carlos. Telephone number is 591-2300. I went to the trouble of, silly me, of estimating what the paint job costs. So many men, so many hours, so many trucks, and I came up with an estimate, a ballpark estimate of between $5,000 and $6,000. So that's part of it, and I think it's up to you to get the rest of it. The speed bumps, lights in the pavement, signs that show that this is a senior citizen center. Something you have in front of you, I put it in front of you, an estimate from Fast Signs for 2 signs saying seniors crossing or senior crossing. It was $270.47 for 2 signs on light aluminum reflective material. I think that's a pretty fair estimate. You can maybe get it cheaper if that's your goal. Oh, by the way, I'm so glad we're facing the curtain. Is that indicative of how you take care of business? The curtain it's 12 inches too short, and it's been that way since the place was remodeled. I brought it to your attention several times. That's nothing. We're talking about seniors' lives here, and there's been a delay. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Next speaker, please.
There are no more speakers.
Is there anybody else in the audience who wanted to speak on an item that's not on the agenda? Seeing not,